What's going on YouTube? This is Jabber Tech, and today I'm really excited to show you the brand new Amazfit Stratos 3. This is a smartwatch that won't break the bank but gives you a lot of tracking thanks to first beat technologies built in. You also get a whole bunch of features such as great battery life, a transreflective screen so you can see it outdoors, and just a whole bunch more in terms of features and whatnot. But I got this from the guys over at Banggood. Check my link down below if you're interested in picking this up. I'm here in the US. It took less than 2 weeks to get, but they ship internationally, so worldwide shipping is available. Worldwide expedited shipping is also available, so you'll be able to get it in less than 2 weeks if you're in a hurry. If you want to track your runs right away, you'll be able to do so with the Amazfit 3. But let's go ahead, unbox it, and check it out together. Right away, this is the box, guys. There's nothing really exciting about this box. Very, very simple, very classic, very Amazfit. The watch itself is something I'm more interested other than the packaging. So let's see what we get inside. This is the actual Amazfit watch. And we'll just turn it on as we check out what else is inside. Let's put this right down there. So inside, we get some manuals. This is the charging puck for the Amazfit. Just snaps into place just like that. Before we go ahead and set it up, let's just talk about some of the specifications of this watch. Other than this really cool carbon fiber look, the bands are replaceable, 22mm style bands, so just go ahead and take them off. Here's your heart rate monitor on the back, your pogo pins for charging. You also have a 4-button design here, so you have 2 buttons here, and then you also have 2 more buttons right on the inside. I think they did a very nice job making a sporty looking watch. Thanks to that carbon fiber design on the outside, the 316L stainless steel body is also going to be able to take a hit. But let me just show you what it'll look like on the wrist. I really like the carbon fiber look. It's something that makes me want to go out for runs and go out for bike rides. It's just a very nice active kind of look in my opinion. The watch is also rated for 5 ATM, so if you're swimming, you should have no problem swimming with this watch. On the front, you have a very interesting panel. Now, a lot of us who run outside, a lot of us who do outdoor activities, know that the problem with a lot of smartwatches is that you really can't see them in direct sunlight. Well, the Amazfit Stratos 3 uses a 1.3-inch transreflective screen, and what that means that you should be able to see this in direct sunlight thanks to that technology. So for those runners out there, for those bikers out there, swimmers, etc., if you're an outdoors type of person, if you're hiking in the woods and you find yourself having trouble looking at your smartwatch and being able to see all of your stats, the Amazfit Stratos 3 takes care of that. The screen is also covered in Gorilla Glass 3. The battery inside is a 300 milliamp hour battery. Now, there's a whole bunch of different modes that you can choose from, so you can get from 7 days to 14 days of usage, depending on what you want the watch to do exactly. And in terms of GPS monitoring and heart rate monitoring, you get from 35 hours to up to 70 hours. So that's absolutely huge. If you're using this to run marathons or tries with, you should have no problem being able to track everything thanks to the well-balanced modes that they have in here. Again, there are different modes in here that we're going to have to play with in the full review. But let me know down in the comments below if there's anything you want me to check out specifically. And again, check my link down for Banggood if you are interested in picking this watch up. But the Amazfit Stratos 3 was also designed for us active people because you can control everything about this watch from these 4 buttons on the side. So for those of you that run, that bike, that hike, that do a lot of outdoor activities, you know that it's kind of hard sometimes to tap on this screen and get the actual input that you want. So thankfully, you can control everything from the watch. It is also a touchscreen in case you guys were wondering. And in case you're also wondering, there is no speaker, there is no microphone, so you cannot make or take phone calls from your wrist. Inside, you also get Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.2, and Bluetooth Low Energy 5.0, so you get a whole bunch of connectivity options. Now, because this is a sport watch, and this is my one main gripe with other watches out there calling themselves an active watch, this watch ticks all of the boxes because it does use first beat technologies in here. And what that means that you'll get your VO2 max, your training effect, your training load, and a whole bunch of other stats after you complete a workout. It'll also tell you your recovery time, so it'll let you know how many hours in between workouts that you actually have to rest in order to maximize your efficiency. Again, any sports watch, any activity watch should have that first beat technologies in here, but that's a topic for another day. Let me go ahead, set it up, and we're going to check out the interface together. Swiping down from the top, you get some quick toggles here. So you have a do not disturb. This is your ultra track mode, so that will really shut down everything and you'll be able to extend the battery of the Stratos 3 very easily just by pressing on that button. Next, you have your setting toggle, you have your airplane mode, and then you also have your brightness level. So let's see just how bright this mode can get. And then this little button right over there is going to enable or disable that tilt to wake screen. Again, sometimes you don't want to raise your wrist and have the screen activate, or when you're doing another activity, that'll just eat up a lot of battery life. Swiping down again, you'll get your heart rate monitor right over there, and then you get some statistics for your steps and your calories burned, as well as the number of flights that you've climbed. Swiping back again gets you to your actual watch face. Swiping to the left, these are the applications that you guys can choose from. This is your health app, your heart rate app, your sports app, which we'll get into in a second. If you go into activities, this will show you what you've actually done, how many activities you've done throughout the week, the month, etc., etc. Just your little activity history, which I actually like seeing at the end of the week. Just lets me know how active I've been. But let's just go back to sports for fun right now. Going into sports, these are the activities, and there are 19 activities that you can choose from. So you have run, you have walk, outdoor cycle, swim, open water swimming, treadmill, indoor cycle, elliptical, rower, fitness, hike, climb, trail run. You also have a triathlon feature here, so for those of you doing tries, it'll be able to track that for you. Ski, I really like seeing a ski app personally. I also like seeing tennis. There's soccer, multi-sport, you can select what you want to select, and then you also get jump rope. So just for fun, guys, let's go ahead and see what kind of activities we get if we go for a run. What's really awesome about the Amazfit Stratos 3 is that you have a training goal as well, an activity goal that'll kind of push you while you're going for your run or working out. So going into training effect, you can have it set some sort of goal for you for fat burning. You can also have intense cardio, endurance cardio, body shaping cardio, etc., etc. So clicking on that, it'll actually help you with your run. It'll speed you up, slow you down, etc., etc., to get the maximum of your training effect. If you want other metrics, you can do that as well. If you want a target distance or target time or calorie goal, you can set that in the app as well. So again, you don't just go for a run just for the run. You can actually set what sort of training effect you want to get from it. When you go into the running training, this is the alerts that it's going to give you when you're running to kind of keep you on track again. So it will let you know if you're kind of going out of your range for what you want to do. Again, I haven't seen that on a watch, so I think that's something super, super cool. Here's your display options, so you can change your display settings. If you go into more, auto pause, auto lapse, you have your 3D data, etc., etc. I'll be testing all of that out when I do my full review, but I just wanted to kind of check out what sort of screens we had before we actually went for a run. Now, when you do go for a run, this is what you'll see. You have your time, you have the actual time of the day and your battery life, your distance, your heart rate, and your pace. Swiping up to another screen, you get a whole bunch of other options: calories, speed, and average speed. Here's yet another data field page as well. Shows your altitude. I quite like the altitude as well. And this is just a 2 data field page as well. Calories and your training effect right over there. Here's a heart rate page. Keep you in the right heart rate that you want to be in. Here's your route, so it'll actually show you which way you've been running. Again, super, super cool. There's so much built into this $240 watch that's not in a lot more expensive watches. And you can also have a virtual rabbit as well that'll sort of push you further or slow you down, etc., etc. So again, there's a lot of customizing you can do within the Run application, and I'm sure that goes to all the other applications as well. But if we click on walk, let's just click on walk for fun. Same thing for your activity goal. You can set a target distance or a target time. So no longer do you just have to walk around not knowing where you're going. You can actually set a goal and say, hey, I want to keep walking until I burn 300 calories. And then the Amazfit Stratos 3 will let you know when it's time to stop and go home. If you go into your exercise statistics, this is thanks to First Beat Technologies again. Any watch that calls itself an activity tracker or sports watch should have all of these training effects and statistics for us to look at. So it'll show your training load, your VO2 max, how much recovery time is needed. You also get your running performance prediction. Again, you do have to run a little bit, and it's going to tell you how you're actually running. And then it'll give you your personal record right over there. Weather, alarm, compass, barometer, location, timer, stopwatch. That's your music option. This does have Bluetooth in it, so you can connect a Bluetooth headphone to it if you want to. Just go into connection settings, click on Bluetooth, and you'll be able to pair up your favorite headsets. When you connect to Wi-Fi, it's going to automatically look for updates and it's going to install them on your watch. Before we end out the video, I just want to show you what it'll look like when you get a notification. So when you get a notification here, it'll look just like this. You'll get a little vibration and you'll get a kind of a reminder on your watch that you have some sort of notification. You cannot really respond to those or take action, but it is a notification center. And when you get a phone call, it'll look something like this as well. It'll just go ahead, start buzzing, and you can accept or decline. You also get a nice goal notification as well. So when you do reach your goals, again, it'll prompt you telling you you did a good job. Next, if you swipe to the right here, you'll get all of your notifications that you can scroll through and see what's been going on. Swiping to the right again brings you to your app drawer. I really like the look of this watch for an active, for a sporty watch. The carbon fiber look on the outside definitely looks very, very, well, sporty. The little accent color on the select button as well is a nice touch. And it's just overall a very light watch that's not going to get in the way when you're running or lifting weights or doing whatever you need to do. But let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe because a full review is coming soon. I'm going to put this watch through all of its paces, but I really appreciate you watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.